What is up, everyone? Welcome back into the Personal Foul Podcast. I'm your host, Colton. Yes, alongside me is my co-host, who's in the seasons to be married. Phil Sitta, how are you?
I'm doing well. It's the holiday season. It's the the unofficial start of the holidays. People pushed it up now. For some reason, people like to begin it the day after Halloween. And technically, the holidays end on January 15th. Do you know why?
No, I couldn't tell you.
Because my birthday is January 14th, and that is the official end of the holiday season. So, January 15th, Old Man Winter hangs around, and gets dark and depressed, like John Mayer's empty beer can. That's what it turns into. You get the holidays, you got my birthday, everything's great, and then it's John Mayer's empty beer can. Depressing.
I was gonna say, you guys have your tree up quite early. We didn't even get to Thanksgiving yet.
Oh my! You got to see my house. My wife, she goes full go. I wish I had my laptop. I would show you all around. Christmas threw up.
You wouldn't show us anything on your laptop. I would see a black screen just wandering, like just aimlessly, terrible pixels popping up.
Santa needs to get me a new laptop for Christmas because
if you maybe got a new laptop for Christmas, maybe we'd be able to see what your house looks like. But
yes.
Yeah. We will start off with some MLB news. We'll talk a little puck, and then we'll end up with football. MLB qualifying offer, however you want to word it, stage is open. Yankees offer sheet 2-1, Trent Grisham. I kind of heard that on my ride home from work today, and had a caller on the fan on Tiki and Evan's show, and absolutely lost his marbles on the Yankees. Rightfully so, by the way, because all we hear from Brian Cashman is how much the Yankees spend. Their wage bill for their roster is so high, yet we're giving a guy who had one good year. And by the way, it was a good year. No disrespect to Trent Grisham. It was one good year. This guy is not a good hitter. He had one good season. And we're giving him $22 million. Yet all I hear from Cashman is how much money is spent on this roster. Yet I have Spencer Jones and Jason Dominguez. And yet we're giving $22 million to Trent Grisham. What are we doing? What are we?
There's a reason why. There's a method to madness.
Then explain to me, because this is nuts. Because all you keep hearing from Cashman about how much this wage bill is for the New York Yankees, yet we're spending $22 million on Trent Grisham. Please explain to me why this isn't
because Trent Grisham is not going to sign this qualifying offer.
He accepted it already.
Oh, he accepted it?
Yeah. Why would he not accept?
That backfired.
Oh, yeah, why would he not accept $22 million?
Wow, that's news to me. I didn't know he accepted.
Yeah, you're a jagoff.
What they do is they throw this offer out. Wow, I am shocked because Grisham probably could have got 70, 80 million on a crappy team. But I guess he wanted to stay. That's fascinating. Because, you have Dominguez and you have Spencer Jones. And I don't think they can trade him on a qualifying offer until the All-Star break.
They can after June 16th.
Or June 16th, close to the All-Star break. So, wow. Oh, Trent sticking up Brian's derriere.
Well, the Yankees offered it. So what do you mean? Why would he not?
Well, you have to offer it, because if you don't offer it and he leaves, you don't get any compensation back. Or if you offer the compensation and say he signs with the Mets, because they could have used a center fielder, then the Yankees get their first round pick. That's how the qualifying offer works.
Yeah, but no one was signing him for that. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
I can see him getting a 3-year, $70-80 million deal somewhere.
No. Guy that's had one good season.
He's a great
hitting.
defender.
Okay, he's a good defender. Fantastic. I can find a cheap one.
Well, he did hit 30 home runs. I mean, let's not
kid ourselves. Great for the first time ever, and he's probably never doing it again. The Yankees just gave him $22 million. Yet,
absolutely.
Keep hearing from Brian Cashman how expensive the Yankees roster is. This is asinine by the Yankees.
Brian got played. That's what happened. He got absolutely played in these negotiations. Grisham's probably like, okay, you know what? I'm going to reprove myself again this year and then get a bigger offer next year. That's how he's going to probably play this.
Okay, good for him. I would have let him walk and do it somewhere else. Because the problem is we're going to get to the deadline. Sure, Trent Grisham has like a 20 home run season or whatever. The Yankees are good, but we're not seeing Spencer Jones, and Jason Dominguez is probably getting thrown to the curb again. And then someone, oh yeah, these guys are way too good. We're not going to trade them for a Castillo like they had the opportunity a few years back. We're not, no, we're not dealing these guys. And then he's going to get called up next year, and it's like, oh my God, this kid isn't that good. It's going to be rinse and repeat the New York Yankees. It's rinse and repeat. This is why you're like, oh, well, you're not a baseball guy. This is exactly why. Because I hear because I'm going to hear around the deadline when the Yankees are looking, making moves, like, oh, our team's really expensive. Our team's really good as it is. We're going to go spend some nickels and dimes on some bum relief pitchers that are going to get shit in the playoffs. And it's like, oh, our wage bill's too expensive. This is the Yankees and Brian Cashman written all over. I'm sorry. I agree. No. Don't or me. No. This is the Yankees in a nutshell. 22 million for Trent Grisham, who's had one good season, Phil. One good season hitting the ball.
I agree with you on that.
Foolish.
Or they take these prospects. They take Dominguez. They take Jones. They take Schlittler and a couple other players, and you go after schemes. Oh. The light bulb went on there, didn't it, Colton? Yes,
they're not going to do that.
Why? Why not?
They're not going to do that.
Why?
No,
you're telling me if Pittsburgh wants all those players, you're going to say no?
I'm telling you, the Yankees won't do it.
Oh, yes, they will. They absolutely will.
Then they should be on the
phone with them now. You will see Cashman hung off the George Washington Bridge if he doesn't make a play for Skeens. When you offer all those prospects,
why are the Yankees
doing that? Prospects for then?
Why are the Yankees doing that now? Because I mean, how many? I don't know baseball at like the back of my hand with these guys. When all of a sudden they're due for their big contract. I know if you have them, you have control for a certain amount of years. Then they're due their big contract, all that jazz. When is Skeens due his big contract? Because then we're going to talk. How long?
In 3 years, he's going to go through arbitration in the next couple of years. Pittsburgh, if they're not re-signing him, are going to trade him this year. Not this.
They should. That's what I'm getting to.
Next offseason.
If that's the case, the Yankees have to start making millions. This is where we're at. So.
And he's going to be that double arbitration, that double jeopardy arbitration. I forgot what the hell they call that, but yeah, he's going to make millions before he even becomes a free agent. So if Pittsburgh's not going to sign him, and I mean, let's face it, he's going to command $500 million out there in a blink of an eye, and he can go out there right now and get $500 million. So who knows what he's going to get in 3 years? Probably going to get $800-900 million. That's baseball today, unfortunately. If there's no cap.
That's my point. That's my point. That's why I don't understand why we just offered Trent Grisham $22 million. If they're not going to make a big swing like that and actually deal these prospects. And by the way, I'm not always for dealing the prospects. When the Yankees actually were dominant, it was guys coming up like the Derek Jeters, the Bernie Williams, the Jorge Posadas that came up. And
Shane Spencers.
And we're the foundation for the Yankees. So I get that part of it. The problem is the Yankees don't bring them up. And then yet last year, it's like, okay, this is Dominguez's season, right? They're going to let Dominguez loose. And it's like, oh, okay, we're in a pennant chase. We're going to put him on the back burner. Like, okay,
that's
great.
Baboon. That was all Baboon because for some reason they put him in center field, then they move him to left field when he should be in right field. I don't know why he's not in right field. Yeah, I know Aaron Judge is there. But it's time to make changes. Aaron Judge is 33 years old. It's time to put Aaron Judge at first base. Put Dominguez in right. Put Grisham in center. Put Bellinger in left. You have a hell of an outfield then. You have one of the biggest targets at first base. You don't tell me, oh, Judge can't play first base. Judge can play first base. If he can play center field, then he can play first base. I would put Judge at first base. That's what I would do. You want to save? You save on his elbow because he can't throw the damn ball anymore. To me, it makes sense, but the Yankees don't make sense. That's why I should be running everything. That's why I'm the genius. That's why I know all.
Yeah, I've had enough of the Yankees, so that's we're done with that. They can kiss my ass. I've already wasted way too much time.
No, I thought that was a good conversation. I didn't know Grisham signed. Boy.
Yeah. Terrible job by the Yankees. I hate the Yankees. God, and this is exactly why I am not excited for baseball season. Oh God. We continue on. We will talk a little puck. Your Islanders continue to play some decent hockey. Devils win at what cost? Jack Hughes. Poor Frank the Tank. He's got the Dolphins. He's got the Devils. He's got the Mets. The Devils seem to be playing well. They're banged up as holy hell, and they're continuing to win games. But don't worry. Jack Hughes, as fragile as he may be around this time of year and Christmas, fragile. What is in the box, I tell you? I tell you, it is a glass, but don't cut your hand on it, Jack. Oh, wait, he does cut his hand on it. Jack Hughes out 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. You can't make this shit up. At a dinner, Frank the Tank is at said dinner, bumps into the Devils. Hour or so later, Jack Hughes slices up his finger or whatever he ended up doing. Sounds like he pretty much probably cut into
a
tendon, and he's out 6 to 8 weeks. So you can't make this crap up for the Devils.
It's no coincidence that the guy made of glass cut himself on glass. That's right.
That's a good one, Phil. You're still a jackass. Devils are still top of the Metro, by the way. So you shove it up your hindquarters. Speaking of Devils, they're in action tonight. Any thoughts on your Islanders? I could care less about the rest of the league. So same thing.
Well, I like to make fun of the Rangers. They stink. The Flyers have absolutely no goaltending once again. They've all of a sudden filtered down to the bottom. The Islanders are on a 7-game road trip. They won their first 4. They lost Sunday in Denver, which, man, Wedgwood stood on his head. The Islanders, I don't believe in this moral victory nonsense. Either you win the game or you lose the game. But, man, I mean, Denver, Colorado, they played really, really well. There's a reason why they have one loss this year. The Avalanche, they're a great team, but the Islanders hung with them. So I was kind of proud. In past years, they lose, that game 6-2, 7-4, whatever, stuff like that. But yes, they lost 4-1, but at the end they were empty netters. So I'm not going to, bash the 4-1 score. Tonight's another tough test. They're in Dallas. I mean, Jesus, what a road trip this has been. And they actually have another 7-game road trip when they have to go to the Pacific Northwest in January. Yeah, way to go, NHL. Put a New York team out in the Pacific Northwest in late January during blizzard season. Yeah, well done. God, Bettman sucks. But I'm proud of how the Islanders are playing. Schaefer obviously is going to be Rookie of the Year. He's already got some MVP chance to him. I mean, he's played a hell of a lot better than anybody on the Devils, that's for sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's where the Devils are plus 5 games on your bums. So
yeah, plus 5 games. You haven't gone on a long road trip yet this year, so I don't want to hear it.
They sure have gone on a long road trip. So I know you love to think you know what you're talking about, but
I know what I'm talking about.
You don't.
Yeah, you played a bunch of bums.
By the way, LeBron James aiming to play today before we jump to football. By the way,
when's he playing?
Tonight.
He's on your team, isn't he? Yeah, that's why you bring it up.
You got me beat. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, like Stephon Castle, who's been really, really good for me, averaging 44 points a game. Oh yeah, he's out the next 1 to 2 weeks. My team's dead, so I need somebody back. By the way,
I cannot believe. So I'm in 2 basketball leagues. Cannot believe how many 1-game injuries there have been this year. I got killed on Sunday. That jerk Dave beat me because he had 4 more games than me. I lost Derek Jones in the first quarter, and then he got 4 games into overtime, and he got Giddy in a double overtime game, and he beats me by 10 points. I was so sick. That went my undefeated season.
I said my dad got you. I was watching it live.
No, not your dad. It was the other Dave.
I'm like, Josh Giddy, baby. There he goes.
That was your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he had – oh, that's right. Allen's got on all win. That's right. My bad. I screwed the team. Yeah, your dad beat me. What a fluke and a fraud he is. Double over. Did you see how he beat me? That was tragic. I have had no luck in fantasy football or basketball.
He could have had you easily. He set up his lineup wrong.
No, he didn't. He had 4 more games than I did. I have more talent.
You don't have more talent.
I have much more talent than your bum father. Where is that bum? Where is he? He's probably throwing up right now knowing that Grisham signed with the Yankees.
Nah, he actually likes Trent Grisham. He's probably he's anti anything I say. He's like anti me. By the way.
Well, I don't blame him.
He's opposite of all my takes.
He raised you wrong.
He's the opposite of all my takes. I hate Mike Tomlin. He wants to keep Mike Tomlin. Don't worry, we're opposite on sports takes. I don't think we agree on anything on sports takes, to be honest. Shout out to my father.
There he is.
All right. There he is.
That's right. You're your lucky shit win. Bum.
And the Islanders suck.
No.
We will continue on. All right, let's get to some football here. We're already 15 minutes into the show. This has got an hour show written all over it. So we're going to bust through some of these games. to make it back to our normal. We're going to buzz it through to get to our normal time. So LeBron James possibly active tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. Big news. Start off with Thursday night. We'll talk about the deplorable AFC East, and that'd be the only New York Jets get steamrolled in New England 27-14. Not a great day for Drake May, but don't worry. The New York Jets suck that bad, and they are now making a quarterback switch. Who the hell cares? You're going from a guy who's young to a guy who's old, and oh, by the way, your team sucks ass already. So very promising for the New York Jets going to Tyrod Taylor.
Winston is signed for next year, and if they cut him, I think it was $23 million in dead cap hit.
I love when you start talking about teams and you have no idea. Yes, Justin Fields.
Fields, Winston. They all stink.
Both not the same, but the genius speaks on and freely, like an ass clown. I got to learn how to put like emojis on your head. There it is. See, I didn't even need to put the clown nose on you. You already put it on. Very nice, Phil. Speaking of your Miami Dolphins, we had the Sunday morning to Madrid. I thought this was going to be a lot easier of a pick from the Dolphins at 2.5, which I did win. A little shout out to Beat the Genius. I took the Miami Dolphins minus 2.5. They delivered with the field goal win. Mike McDaniel might have he might have almost left himself in Madrid, Spain, with that. No idea what he was doing on
going for it on fourth down.
Yeah,
and you guys wonder why I killed McDaniel.
I get it to an extent, but the other side, I do, because if you say you kick the field goal, every team with this stupid kickoff starts at the 40, so they're going to have a minute and 30 to go 20 yards to have an opportunity. So like you 2 plays, and the way teams usually play fourth quarter defense. At least I saw it with the Dolphins early on in that drive. They play the prevent defense, like, all right, don't get beat for a touchdown. Give them their chunk plays. So they're going to be right back in field goal range. So I kind of get why he went for it. It's like, okay, we're at the 3, make them go the distance, or I can punch it in and make them score a touchdown. So I get part of it, but also, like, if it fails, like it did, and almost lost them the game, then you look like a jackass. So it's either way. Thankfully, it worked out for the Dolphins, but I get his point on doing it, because in the back of my mind, and I said it to my father when watching the game, I'm like, he goes, why isn't he taking the points? I'm like, because if you get the field goal, they get the ball at the 40, and they're going to have over a minute still. So, like, they're going to guarantee pretty much getting field goal range the way teams play defense. So who cares? Might as well go for it.
Wouldn't you rather be going down the field with a lead instead of being tied? And by the way, you talk about being at the 40. If you kick the ball out of the end zone, I think it starts at the 30, if that's the rule.
No, 40.
Oh, it's the 40?
Yes, correct. Only way it's
I thought if it wasn't in the zone, it was 40.
No.
It was the 40.
No, it still goes out of the 40.
So
the only way it works is the Steelers did it, and I think the Steelers have shitty coaching. The best thing I've seen this season, the Steelers, I forget who they were playing. Someone had a 15-yard penalty, like on sportsmanlike, something on the extra point where they jumped on the center, the long snapper, whatever. Who cares? The Steelers enforced the penalty. The Steelers kicked it out of bounds, and the ball got placed at like the 20 because of that penalty. So the Steelers I'm like, why the hell are they kicking it out of bounds? And I see like Danny Smith with this big ass wad of gum pumping his fists, and I'm like, what the hell is he doing? And like, yeah, Steelers, the ball gets placed at the 20. I'm like, what? So there's like only like one way it's really worth doing it. So no, I still think the Dolphins made the right decision, even though it almost bit them in the ass. I get what he was doing.
Would you have said that if the Dolphins lost?
Like I just told you. At the same time, we're also talking about a team that had 3 wins. Who the hell cares at this rate? You're probably
well, if you listen to the Dolphin fans on Twitter, it's like, oh, we're going to make a run. Oh, we have a shot at the playoffs. Oh, we may do this. Oh, we may do this. And, of course, I have to throw them back into reality, and then they end up blocking me because I say nasty things to them because they're stupid idiots. But, that's idiot Dolphin fans. I mean, God, think that we're going to actually make the playoffs. We have the Jets. We have there's a bunch of bad teams coming up, but we got blown out by the Panthers. We've lost to other bad teams. This team is not making the playoffs, people. The Miami Dolphins are not making the playoffs. We're going to be 8-10, and we're going to draft 16 again, and we're going to take another bum defensive tackle from Michigan, so our defensive line can be really piss poor. It's just terrible. Absolutely. Well, Greer's gone now, so hopefully we can start getting better drafts. We shall see.
We shall see.
I'm tired of talking about the Dolphins. They suck.
Yes, we continue on. We'll talk about my crappy team, and their quarterback is now broken. Pittsburgh Steelers win 30. Pittsburgh Steelers 34, Bengals 12. Bengals suck. Who cares? Jamar Chase is a piece of garbage. By the way, the NFL only suspending this sucks. I just want to buzz through these games. Problem is I have to talk about stuff.
Yes.
The NFL suspending Jamar Chase one game is asinine. Asinine. Right. This guy stood at the microphone and lied twice. He knew, and I think the reporter knew, because the reporter goes, "Are you sure you didn't spit on him?" As a second follow-up question. He goes, "Nah, I didn't open my mouth to him." Bro, you're a bald-faced liar. They should have suspended his ass 2 games. And I'm not even saying it as a Steelers fan, F the Bengals, blah, blah, blah. The Bengals are done. So the NFL should have, made a statement okay, cool, the Bengals aren't making the playoffs. We're not stopping, Joe Burrow coming back and making a run. Let's suspend Jamar Chase because we're getting a spitting problem for some reason in the league. Let's suspend Chase for 2 games. 1, for spitting on him, and 2, for lying about it. I think the NFL should have sent a message because now, what is this, the 3rd time this season? When all of a sudden we have a spitting problem in the NFL? Yet Jalen Ramsey gets tossed for defending himself because, I'm just going to spit on him. I'm going to take it. You go out in the streets, that's assault. Yet you're allowed to spit on a guy in the league and get suspended again.
I got
it. He should have been suspended 2 games, especially the fact that he didn't admit I had a bad moment, bad judgment. I spit on him. That's my mistake. I apologize. That dude stood up at the microphone twice and said, I didn't open my mouth towards him. Yeah, my ass, Jamar Chase. The NFL should have sent a message with it, suspended him 2 games.
I have a bigger question referring to the Bengals. Do you think Flacco's supposed to be back after the bye? Do they play him?
Joe Burrow,
Joe Burrow, yeah. Flacco, Jesus. Yeah, he was bad even for me.
Take the hat off. This is what happens. The hat is really turning into the genius. No, why would you play him? What are the Bengals now? Are they 3-8? Why in God's for 3-7? Why in God's green earth would you play Joe Burrow and rush him back? By the way, so
he says he wants to play. Did a Bengals?
That's
play?
Fantastic, and I'm telling him your body is like a potato chip. And last thing I need you is getting hurt late in the season, blowing your knee, and then guess what? You're done next year. No thanks, Joe. Sit in the pine.
If Cincinnati has no shot whatsoever, you don't think he's going to play?
I wouldn't play him. It'd be stupid. I get it. The guy hasn't played. We got to see him play. Okay, that's cool. Then when he goes out there and blows his knee out, and if he was a guy that had a spook injury and is this is a shitty one, let's get him back out there. He has a history of injuries. The Bengals are great when he plays, and they're absolutely atrocious when he doesn't. Sit his ass down. The season's over. Get a high draft because guess what? Your defense continues to be the worst ever.
And that offensive line.
Sit him. It'd be organizational malpractice. You want to fire Zach Taylor? Here's another excuse. Keep playing Joe Burrow. Or keep playing Joe Flacco. It'd be absolute organization malpractice to play Joe Burrow in a season that's lost. Absolutely atrocious. It's like playing your starters in the game down 20, and you saw how that worked out for Washington. I'm not playing Joe Burrow. Not playing him. Nope. Sorry. And I would tell my organization too, hey, we're not taking risks with this guy. He's injured a lot. We want him 100% healthy, ready for next season. I'm not risking him. Not risking him. So we continue on. A team that absolutely shoved it up my ass as far as my picks and my parlay. The Jacksonville Jaguars steamrolled the Los Angeles Chargers. There's this. It's kind of good for the league, and it's also okay. The parity in this league. The Chargers defense looked elite last week against the Steelers. Trevor Lawrence sucks monkey balls, and some odd reason the Chargers couldn't stop them, and they got absolutely steamrolled. 35-6 is the final. Lad McConkey did nothing. Justin Herbert had 81 yards and a pick. Chargers get their.
I don't know what it is when the Chargers go to the East Coast and have to play a 1:00 game. They haven't lately under Harbaugh, but way before then, they've always a game like this. You think it's going to be a cupcake game for them, and they get absolutely destroyed. I don't know what it is. Why they can't handle coming to the East Coast for 1:00 games. I don't know if they leave too late or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. The Chargers didn't play well against the Giants either this year. I know it was Jackson Dart's first. It was Jackson Dart's first starts. Who knows what you're getting? The tape on the kid, but I mean the Giants were in right down their face with Scattergold all day long, and Giants kind of took it to them.
Who showed up at Monday Night Raw last night?
Yeah, by the way, I saw McMonagle had a freak out overnight. Who that? I'm telling you, and I like C-Mac. I worked the board for him. Great dude. But, like, come on, man. Like, who the hell cares? The Giants suck. He's not getting hurt. Who cares? Who cares? Oh, my God. People need to calm down with these things. He's done. And I knew someone was going to do it. I knew someone was going to freak about it. It's because, you know why? Because the Giants suck. The Jets suck. So it's like no one has anything good to talk about. The Knicks
exactly.
Suck. So, like, no one has anything good to say.
New York sports has been hell for the past 10 years.
By the way, yet LA with no fans has the Chargers, again, outside of this week, are good. And the Rams are one of the best teams in football and have no fans. It's genius stuff by the NFL. Let's do that. We had the Buffalo, New York. They win 44-32. Game was close for the whole time, except for late in the fourth where Buffalo kind of got their grasp on the game and took it over and finished it off 44-32. Chicago team you picked to make the playoffs. I don't think they're that good, but some odd reason they keep winning games. They win 19-17. J.J. McCarthy struggled most of the day, led them down late, made the game a little bit more interesting, but he struggled. Bears win 19-17. Caleb Williams drives them right down the field. Field goal, game over.
Good win for them. First place Bears.
Yeah, we'll see how the Bears look. They play the Steelers this week. Could be Aaron Rodgers, could be Mason Rudolph. Who the hell knows? We head to Tennessee. No one cares. Titans suck. Texans both suck. Texans win out of the shitty bowl of the week, 16-13. Atlanta Falcons, big A. Terrible day for big A.
Did you see my Snapchat?
Michael Penix Jr. Goes down. His season's over.
Yeah.
No, I did not see your Snapchat. Michael Penix in his fifth ACL injury of his career. He's done. Tate McMillan, a guy that you've been crapping on, Ryan Robinson. If you're in the chat, here's your time to shine, my friend. His Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young has his best game as a Panther. They win 30-27 with Bryce Young having 448 yards passing. Holy cow, can't believe that. And McMillan, 8 catches, $130 and 2 scores. So shout out to Ryan Robinson down there in the Carolinas for his lovely Panthers getting a win that I could care less about. We continue on. We head back to the AC unit of the NFL. The New York Giants lose. Jameis Winston throws a pick late in the game. Packers, I don't know what the Packers are still. There's a few teams that are very confusing. One is the Green Bay Packers. The Pittsburgh Steelers are another. The Carolina Panthers are another whack job team. And the Los Angeles Chargers. I think there's 4 teams that you have no idea what you're getting every week. I couldn't tell you what Carolina team's going to show up. I couldn't tell you what Pittsburgh team's going to show up. I couldn't tell you what LA team's going to show up. And I couldn't tell you what Green Bay Packer team's going to show up. It could be the one that lit up the Pittsburgh Steelers the 4th of July on Sunday night, or it could be the team that lost at home the following week, I think, to the Carolina Panthers.
Yes.
So I don't know what the hell the Green Bay Packers are.
Lost to the Browns as well.
Yes, they did at home, by the way. Yeah, 2 home losses, which are wacky. We talk about the Packers. They win. Josh Jacobs gets hurt in the game. I don't think it's anything too serious. Giants lose. Who cares? Jameis Winston plays. We head out to a big NFC West game. LA versus Seattle. Rams win 21-19. Rams looked good early. Sam Darnold, holy cow, thought he was a New York Jet again. 4 picks, not look good for one Sam Darnold. Almost had a chance to lead him down to right the ship, but he did not. Jason Myers misses the field goal at the end of the game. They lose 21-19. Los Angeles.
It was a 61-yarder.
What's that?
It was a 61-yard field goal.
Oh, correct. I'm not saying it was a 50-yarder where it's he's got to make it.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that at all, but Sam Darnold played his worst game. Nice seeing the players back up Sam Darnold as well at the podium. We head to the other NFC West game. Could care less as well in this one. 49ers steamrolled Arizona Cardinals. I'm so glad Arizona. Yeah, we're going to play Jacoby Brissett. Yeah, how's that gone? He's not good.
He set a record.
That's fantastic. Set a record.
47 completions in a game.
That's awesome. Yeah, they just in case you're wondering, they got steamrolled by double digits.
Yes.
So who cares about the Arizona Cardinals? I'm so glad they benched him for Kyler Murray. Genius stuff there. Who cares? He's getting fired as well. So
this is genius stuff.
Another crap job opening there as well in Arizona. We head to Cleveland, another ship spot in the United States. We head to Cleveland, Ohio. They lose 23-19. We see Mr. Shedeur Sanders, and he looked like the lights were way too bright for him. We'll see how a week of preparation goes for him.
Let's give him a week and see what happens.
That's what I just said. We'll give him a week, see how it looks. But boy, oh boy, that he got boat raced by the Ravens and that's when the game kind of changed. I think Dylan Gabriel sucks, but boy, oh boy, as soon as he went down, the Ravens unleashed the blitz, and Shedeur had no idea what to do with himself, and he looked lost. So enough of that game. The Ravens win, but the Ravens haven't looked great. I know everyone's like, oh, they're going to win the North. I have not been impressed with
I'm not sold on that either because Lamar looked absolutely terrible in the 2 games against Cleveland. Myles Garrett owned the Ravens in those. I think what he had 7 sacks or something like that in the 2 games.
Yeah, he's
Jesus.
I'm so glad he's on that mega. I'm so glad he's on that mega contract to stay in Cleveland. Good work, Myles.
Me too.
Continue to ride on the losing trail, you bum. We head to another big game of the week. That'd be the AFC West, and that'd be the Broncos, I think, putting the nail in the coffin on the 9-year run for the Chiefs winning the AFC West as they win 22-19. Not a great flashy game. Kind of an old-fashioned division game. It's kind of what you saw.
Yeah, I thought it was a good game. I enjoyed it.
Oh, no. I'm not saying it wasn't a good game. You're just seeing a defensive game, not like a shootout, kind of like it was in Buffalo with the Buccaneers and the Bills. You had an old-fashioned division game here. Broncos hold on 22-19 to go to 9-2 in the season. This is another whack job team. Isn't it crazy that the Giants should have beat this team in Denver, and yet they're 9-2? NFL's a weird place. Chiefs are 5-5.
Any given Sunday.
Did not have that on the bingo card. We had the Sunday Night Football locally. Philadelphia wins 16-9. Not a good game again. A lot of fourth down fails for the Detroit Lions.
Fourth down fails. That was piss poor coaching. They could have actually won that game if they kicked a few more field goals. I mean, I don't know what the hell Campbell's thinking. They're going for it on fourth down every time. Did you all see
the wind in that game? Did you not see the pregame warm-up?
Oh, come on. He goes for it on fourth down every time.
I don't disagree, but we're also talking. Did you not see the wind?
It was a super long field. There were a couple of makeable field goals. You have to at least make an attempt on.
That's Dan Campbell in a nutshell.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's piss poor coaching. You're not winning the Super Bowl that way.
You live and die with the Dan Campbell experience, and that's what you got Sunday night, sadly.
It was terrible.
And by the way, Jared Goff playing in the cold. I mean, that's also what you got too. So everyone's like, "Oh, Detroit!" You get Jared Goff out of a dome. This is what happens in the cold weather. So I hate to break it to folks. Then we head off to Monday Night Football. God, I'm so glad Pete Carroll came out of retirement because God, the Raiders effing blow. Geno Smith sucks. Cowboys defense looked a lot better with their additions of Quentin Williams, who I think had a sack and a half in his debut.
Hooker came back. That was a big help.
Yep, they had a lot of pieces come back. Hooker came back as well. Nice job, genius. They went 33-16. I think the big show is George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, both strut their stuff on Monday night. Now we had 2.
Wait, hold on. So how come I didn't catch the news on this? How come those 2 didn't play the first series?
I don't know. I mean, you could say that Abdul Carter didn't play the first series because he was sleeping in or something.
Well, it's Dallas. I mean, you know, when somebody passes gas, you know about it. I'm surprised this didn't leak out. Ed Werner and his ESPN nonsense didn't say anything on it. I was shocked there was nothing on this. And what does Dallas do with Pickens in the offseason?
I don't know what they're at financially because Dallas pays everyone Jerry likes. So I really don't know what they're at financially. I mean, that plays a factor.
I don't know how you pay big money to a number 2 wide receiver. It's going to be interesting.
The Rams did it. I think Seattle paid Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, but they're not paying anybody big on defense, those 2 teams.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I should have did this a little bit earlier, so I am trying to put in beat the genius picks so I can give an updated standings. Kind of should have did that, but way too many rants this episode because of the Steelers and Dolphins.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll go on to my picks because
hold on, I got to write your picks down first. So hold on, give me a minute. You have any other random sport fact that you want to talk about for a second?
A random sports fact that I want to talk about?
Well, I said you have something random that you always want to talk about that you have to throw in.
Yeah, I mean, when you're a genius like him, you can talk about anything at any time.
Yeah.
I mean, Giannis hurt his knee. I didn't hear you talk about that. You so hell-bent on LeBron, you omitted Giannis, one of the better players in basketball, unlike LaFraud, which will hurt the Bucks' chances.
Oh, we have the same record. This is awesome. You suck.
My picks have been terrible. They've been absolutely terrible.
Come on down.
So, are you ready for my picks now?
Yeah, I'll do the rest of I'll give an updated standings next week.
Okay.
I'll do an updated standings.
All right. While you're doing it, let me talk about the Nets for a second.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. Rant about the Nets.
Can a team with 5 first-round picks actually not draft anybody like the Nets did? My son's telling me, oh, yeah, there's going to be a couple of good players on the team. The Nets have won 2 games, one to Washington and one, I forget who the other bum team was. It was not Orlando. Who was it? It should have beat Orlando, but it was the Pacers because they have nobody on that team. The Nets had 5 first-round picks last year, and they all absolutely stink. How in the hell do you blow an entire draft like Sean Marks did? 5 first-round picks, and you get nobody? And I'm
because the draft wasn't good. The draft wasn't good. I heard this
on Derek Queen, who I love. They should have took Queen.
Okay, he's riding. He's riding. Where does he play? I actually know this for a student.
He's with the Bulls.
You're wrong. I love. See, God, I should.
Isn't Queen with the Bulls?
No, I should do what they do to Charles Barkley with you. You'd be so fun.
Well, who's Queen with?
New Orleans Pelicans.
Oh, he's with the Pelicans. You're right. My bad. It's one of those 2 teams. Anyway, you can see
how totally different.
They both love the Blues so much. Those cities. Anyway. The Nets should have drafted Derek Queen. They took the guy, was it from Croatia, something like that. He's been an absolute non-factor. You got to take the best player available. You go for these reaches. It's like the Miami Dolphins going for these bum defensive tackles from Michigan every year. They just don't pan out, and that's what the Nets have done. And the Nets they have 5 first-round picks, and they are not going to be good. It's absolutely tragic. And the NBA needs to get off having these play-in teams getting lotto picks. Dallas never should have got that Cooper Flag pick, even though he hasn't panned out either. That's an absolute joke. You got to stop doing. You're letting these bad teams not get better. It's tragic. You can't watch these bad teams year after year. It's going to end up like nobody's going to these games. Why would I spend $200 on a ticket and drive to Brooklyn and pay all this? I'm not doing that this year. They have absolute garbage. You've got to put a better product on the field. It is absolutely sinful and shameful. Shame on you, Mr. Marks, who is my bum of the week. Yes, bum of the week.
I'm actually updated. Let's get this thing rolling.
Oh, you're updated? Oh, hold on. Let me do my man of the week and bum of the week. So my bum of the week is Sean Marks because he's drafted absolutely nobody. My man of the week is my wonderful cousin, Jimmy Guapo Capodanno, because not only does he work with some of the most miserable people I've ever seen, he lost both of his dogs in one day a couple of weeks ago. I mean, it's absolutely tragic. To lose 2 dogs in one day is heartbreaking. And my heart goes out to him. And, not only he's also an 8-time fantasy baseball champion, which is absolutely insane in itself. But the key here is that he works with these absolute bums. You have to see these 3 people that he works with. They are, the marijuana is big down there. These 3 are the equivalent to what Arnie and John drink. These guys are always stoned, and my cousin owns this construction company, and he depends on these 3, and they're absolute losers. I mean, they're morons. You have this guy, Frank Villestein, absolute complete bum. There's this other guy, Chewbacca Official. Guy's always high as a kite, and he thinks he knows everything. He knows absolutely nothing. And there's this other guy named Joe. Such bums. I don't know how he maintains a profit. I don't know how he stays afloat. Jimmy Guapo Capodanno, you are my man of the week. Now, are you ready for picks?
You're a funny bastard, man.
It's true. I can't wait till they see this video.
Oh, God.
All right, drum roll, please.
You might want to watch your packages that you get sent up for around the Christmas. Something like that.
Nobody messes with Laura's packages. Oh, speaking of bums, hello, Alex Lund. How are you today?
Speaking of Alex Lund, we'll go down the standings here. Rays 16-17. I have started to creep myself back towards 500. I'm still ass, but I've had 2 positive weeks in a row. I'm 14-19. There's our leader. Speaking of said bum, Alex won 21-12, continuing to push on as our leader. Phil, you have joined me in the dumpster bowl at 14-19. Welcome. Karen Warren still missing picks. I have him at
He wrote him in last week. I did see that.
Correct. He's still missing picks.
Oh, my bad.
So yeah, so 13-14 for Karen Warren. My father, after being in the depths of hell with me, has climbed up off the floor on the boards. Paul Correa. He's 17-16. He's over 500. How about that? And Mike Bauer, who is neck and neck with Alex, have given Alex an extra game this week. He's 19-14. Alex is 21-12. And there is our updated standings. And by the way, special shout out to Tower Granado, who beat your ass in a number 1 seed game this week. You bum. Shout out Tower Granado for the text, and I'll give him the shout.
What did he text you on the side? Make sure you let me know about beating Phil. Blah, blah, blah. Hey,
you sure
by
did.
the way, Tyler, I'm your champion, and I would still be your champion. You had a fluke week. Lamar doesn't play well. Nobody played well for me this week. It's the first time I scored under 180 all year. That's how dominant I am in that league. And I will repeat. Why? Because I'm the genius, and I'm better than you.
All right, your picks. And by the way,
you lost in the auction league this week, big mouth.
I did. I had no Jonathan Taylor, no Chris Olave.
Quit crying.
I'm not crying. You're just telling me.
I didn't have Jonathan Taylor, and he beat me.
And you're like, oh, you lost. Oh, this is why I lost. I had no Jonathan Taylor, no Chris Olave, just in case you're wondering. So, I'm not crying. It is what it is. Can't win them all. Let's go. Right. By the way, these picks are tough this week. Holy cow, there's some.
Yeah, they were tough this week.
There's some monster spreads in this. Holy shit.
So I am going to start off Kansas City -3.5 at home to Indy. I am taking the Chiefs. You have 3.5?
Yes, sir.
I think they easily win by 4. I don't think Danny Dimes is going to produce very well in a hostile environment. It's supposed to be cold and nasty. They are not in the dome, so I am taking the Chiefs in a bounce-back game. I do not think they're done. I do think they are going to make the playoffs because Andy Reid, you kick the man when he's down, but he rises like Kool-Aid going through a wall. He's going to somehow find a way to win, somehow make the playoffs, and scare the hell out of everybody in the playoff season. So I'm taking Kansas City -3.5 with my first game. Game number 2. I couldn't believe this when I saw this. You have Cleveland +3.5 over Vegas?
I do.
Man, I have taken the Browns. The Raiders, I don't care if they're home. The Raiders are absolute trash. They have no defense. I mean, it's going to be a close game, but I think Cleveland's going to win. I'll take the outright, take the money line on that game as far as I'm concerned. So I'm taking Cleveland +3.5, and the final game of the week, and I can't believe I'm riding this team. I really shouldn't. It depends. You know what? I'm going to go on a limb. This is the kind of guy I am. I'm not going to waffle. I'm going to say that Aaron Rodgers is going to play this week because it's his non-throwing hand, and the Steelers are getting 3.5 against Chicago.
3.
3? It's 3?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll take the push then if it comes to a hook. So I'll take the 3. And I got to hope Aaron starts. They win the game because there were some tough games this week. I just think Chicago, they're that good week, bad week, good week, bad week, good week, bad week. I think they have some expectations this week to do something, and I think they're going to fall flat on their faces like the Bears normally do. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh. I can't believe how much I've taken them this year and won with them most of the year. So Pittsburgh +3.
Yeah, you sure have. I'm going to take the New England Patriots -8 at the Bengals. Since he sucks, now you're down their number 1 weapon in Jamar Chase. Yeah, they're going to get steamrolled. I think Drake May bounces back. He had an kind of week in their win versus Jets. I think he's going to put up like 500 points. Bengals are absolutely horrendous. They lose. It's a big number. This week's a lot of big numbers. I always run away from the big spreads, and that's why it's kind of tough. Like 8 on the road is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take the Patriots. I think they're that good. Another team, I'm taking them to bounce back this week. A ginormous spread again, but they are playing a absolute punching bag, and that'd be Seattle at Tennessee, minus 13.5. It scares me with a big number like that, but Sam Darnold saw ghosts. I think they're going to want to get him going. Kenneth Walker finally, maybe put on his big boy pants that he is the number one running back in Seattle. He had a nice game in their loss. I think Tennessee sucks ass. I think Seattle bounces back in a statement and win. But I always run away from these big spreads. I'm shocked that I just did two big ones. And honestly, I don't know where I'm going for this third one. So, oh boy, this is yikes. I'm not doing it at the Steelers. I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts minus plus 3.5.
Oh, swing game. All right. I like those.
Yeah. I don't love anything else. Like the Ravens haven't looked good. Honestly, I'm actually tempted to take the Jets plus 13.5. The Ravens haven't looked good enough. Problem is the
I was
Jets,
actually looking at that.
The Jets are just that bad though. So I don't know. I think the Texans suck. I think Buffalo steamrolls them, but it's Thursday, so you never know with Thursday night football. It sucks. So yeah, I'm just gonna take the Colts plus 3.5. I don't love it, but I've also said I think Indy's very, very good. They've had one bad game against the Steelers. Jonathan Taylor's been like an MVP type of player. I think they win, or I think they cover the 3. I think Kansas City wins this game. Oh God, I'm just gonna stick with it. I'm very tempted on the Jets though. Oh God. You know what?
Big swing game.
All right, I'll do the swing game for you. I'll do the swing game for you. So, yeah, that is our picks. Make sure everyone drops their picks in the comments. Appreciate everyone. Alex in the lead at the moment for the 30-pack from Phil, and me and Phil are tied for our other 30-pack at the moment at terribly 14-19. It's been a brutal season of picks.
It has been. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube. I will be sending out the link tonight.
Appreciate everyone. We'll be back again next week. And, we'll be back for Thanksgiving. So appreciate it. Oh, boy. Tuesday. Oh, boy. All right. We'll have to figure out next week. I'll try to squeeze in the show. What's that?
Blue Plate special dinner plan somewhere?
No. I mean, we're supposed to close on the house, so I might be like a busy man. House ready. Yeah. So got to see how next week
goes. You know what we should do? We should all go to your house and do a first podcast there.
As long as you have a possible paintbrush in your hand, maybe we could do that, Phil.
I'll bring Rick Sognus. He can paint.
So appreciate everyone for tuning in. We'll be back again next week. We'll definitely figure it out. We're going to have to figure the show stuff out as I'm getting the house moving along.
Right. Congrats.
Appreciate everyone. We'll be back again next week. Thanks, everybody.